The 2025 Winter Concert Series is officially underway. On Thursday night, the Floras took the stage in the Coon Rapids Civic Center. The group performs country and gospel music. If you missed it, look for it in the coming weeks right here on CTN. 2 concerts remain. On March 13th, it's the country sounds of Kenny and Friends. And on April 10th, the Backyard Band plays variety music. All concerts start at 7 p.m. The price of admission includes dessert and a beverage.
I come here about 7:15, 7:20.
Well, good morning, dude.
As the school resource officer at Coon Rapids High School, Meng Yang greets students as they head to class.
Good morning.
Yang likes to wear his soft uniform to school.
Every day is a different day, just like out there in the regular police world as patrol officer.
In his 8 years with the Coon Rapids Police, Yang has risen to the rank of detective and has served as the high school resource officer the past 2 years.
It's not really just a police work. It's more of a, you have to wear many hats here, just like, being a teacher, being a mentor, a coach, sometimes even a father too.
From his school office, Yang has 2 computers and 2 radios to keep in constant contact with the police department and the high school. And he has access to all of the school's security cameras.
There's not that many blind spots in this school, so if there's an incident going on, we will usually catch it.
Covering the high school, he can easily get 10,000 steps in a day.
Passing hours, I will usually walk around the hallways, making sure that I'm known that I'm there for the students' safety, staff safety as well. Taser's not 100% effective.
He often gets invited to speak in classrooms.
As a cop, I was a 6-year patrol officer, which means just a regular duty uniform, right?
And there are no questions off the table.
Usually they ask questions relating to police work. What's it like to be, undercover?
Wherever a large number of students gather, Yang does his best to be there.
Usually I make it to all the 4 lunches.
The SRO program operates under a memorandum of understanding between the City of Coon Rapids and the Anoka-Hennepin School District. It not only includes law enforcement, but focuses on building positive relationships with youth.
I can't be happier with the relationship that I have with the Coon Rapids Police Department.
School principal John Pena says the SRO program is special.
They're not just an officer in our building. They're a community member of our Coon Rapids High School that participates in multiple facets.
One example of this is the Cops and Cardinals Mentorship Program, made possible thanks to the partnership between the school and the police department.
Every Thursday of this year, we're going to meet until summer vacation.
When school is not in session, Yang sometimes works overtime as a patrol officer. Splitting roles can be a challenge, but his time here is worth it.
The school here is unbelievable. They support the cops, they support us, they support everything that we do.
If you have spring fever, you'll want to check out the annual North Suburban Home Show, which is marking its 25th anniversary this year. More than 100 local vendors and contractors will be on hand, showcasing their latest products and services, everything from doors and windows to landscaping and lawn care. You can also make an appointment with an architect and get some free advice. Organizers say the home show has grown in recent years. Last year, more than 1,300 people turned out.
A couple of years ago, they put an addition on to the Andover Community Center, and so we were able to add another 20 or so booths and really expand the show. And we wondered whether or not people would wander over into that 4th gym, but it has been an even bigger and better experience for people.
The North Suburban Home Show takes place Saturday, March 8th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Andover Community Center. Admission is free, but you're asked to bring a non-perishable food item or cash donation for the ACBC food shelf. For more details, log on to northsuburbanhomeshow.com. The home show is sponsored by the cities of Andover, Anoka, Coon Rapids, and the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce. Here's a quick recap of the Tuesday, February 4th City Council meeting. A new townhouse development has been approved in the eastern part of the city. On Tuesday night, the City Council approved the planned unit development at 107th and University Avenue on the Coon Rapids-Blaine border. 34 townhomes are planned for the 3.8-acre site previously owned by Peace Lutheran Church. A right-in, right-out turn lane will be added on southbound University Avenue for access to the site. The Coon Rapids Police Department has been successful in securing grant money to add a second embedded social worker. The grant, which comes from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety, would fund the position from March 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026. The police department hired its first embedded mental health professional back in 2022. The following year, the social worker was involved in nearly 2,200 different cases, including about 200 on-scene responses. With the new water tower near Highway 610 now online, the old Foley Tower will soon be taken down. In its place, a permanent antenna tower will be constructed. On Tuesday night, the City Council accepted plans for the project and authorized the advertisement of bids. The contracts are expected to be awarded in March, with construction on the 150-foot-tall monopole beginning this spring. And that's a quick recap of the February 4th City Council meeting. As always, you can find the full meetings on cable or the CTN Coon Rapids YouTube channel.
We ended up filling it here this last week, and it's online currently.
After years of planning and months of construction, the city's newest water tower is officially in operation.
What we have here is a little bit of area for storage. We have the column pipe that goes all the way up.
Utility Superintendent Danny Heinzman gave us a peek inside the tower this week. Before the water started flowing into homes and businesses, utility crews checked chlorine levels. Water samples were also taken and tested for bacteria.
We did a couple bacteriological samples that passed with flying colors.
Back in September, construction crews spent hours raising the giant bowl into place with steel cables. Then a month later, a team painted the bowl and added city logos.
This tower is advantageous because we only have to paint the top bowl. There's less maintenance on it, and they look pretty darn good too.
The new composite tower holds 1 million gallons of water, double the capacity of the old Foley Tower, which will be removed and eventually replaced with an antenna tower.
The next steps in the process is going to be to decommission the Foley Tower, and then we'll just be running on our 3 towers and our reserve water that's in our reservoirs.
The new tower, which is visible for miles, is located off Highway 610 near Coon Rapids Boulevard. In addition to more storage, it will help keep water pressures more consistent across the system. Heinzman says he's pleased with how everything turned out.
You know, there's always challenges that you have in a project, but the engineers and public works staff that we have did a fantastic job. Things really went smooth, looking at everything holistically. So we're very happy with the outcome, and I think the residents will be really pleased with what we have.
So it's something that we've been working on for a number of years.
The Anoka County Library began the new year by going fine-free, no longer charging daily fines for items returned past the due date.
And I got my email saying, your fees have been forgiven. Come back to the library.
Anoka County Commissioner Julie Jepson had owed the library 60 cents in late fees, but no more. Thanks to the new policy, Anoka County follows other library systems across the country who found that people avoid going to the library out of fear of incurring debt.
Research has shown that fees are a deterrent for people coming into the library. They're not a deterrent for returning your book on time. They just, discourage people from even visiting the library, and that's something that we can't have happen.
As of January 1st, 2025, of the 100,000 library card holders in Anoka County, 26,000 of them who had fines on their accounts owed nothing. Even so, with the fine-free move, personal responsibility remains. If a book, DVD, or other item checked out returns damaged or kept 30 days past the due date, then the replacement cost for the item will be charged.
Media costs taxpayers dollars. So there still will be, if there's damage caused, like significant damage to a book so that we can't put it in circulation any longer, or if something isn't returned, there will be a fee to replace that item. That is still something that patrons can expect.
Here's a quick recap of the Tuesday, January 21st City Council meeting. A project that will add a third lane on Highway 10 will start this year. On Tuesday night, the City Council approved a cooperative construction agreement with MnDOT for the improvements. A third traffic lane will be added in each direction on Highway 10 between Hanson Boulevard and Round Lake Boulevard, which will add capacity and improve safety. During construction, 2 lanes of traffic will be maintained in each direction on Highway 10 at all times. However, off-ramps at Hanson, Main Street, and Round Lake Boulevard will close, but not all at the same time. Construction contracts have been awarded for solar installations on 2 city-owned buildings. Cedar Creek Energy will do the work this year on the roof at Fire Station 3 and the Westwater Treatment Plant. The city received just over $100,000 from the Solar on Public Buildings grant program through the state. More than $4 million has been awarded to local governments across Xcel Energy's service territory.
I, Adam Backman, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States.
An overflowing audience helped welcome 5 of the newest members of the Coon Rapids Police Department. On Tuesday night, Mayor Jerry Cook administered the oath of office to officers Adam Backman, Carol Walsmith, Peter Giese, Salema Saldivar, and Ariel Huddleston. Loved ones helped pin on the officers' badges during the swearing-in ceremony. Congratulations. And that's a quick recap of the January 21st City Council meeting. As always, you can find the full meetings on cable or the CTN Coon Rapids YouTube channel.
We are working to build pollinator and habitat corridors throughout the city.
Last April, restoration ecologist Carrie Taylor with the Anoka Conservation District spoke before the City Council about her work with a group of Coon Rapids residents, which was recognized with the city's first Earth Month Sustainability Award. 2 other categories were handed out. In business, Alloy Brewing won for their solar installation, which sits up on top of the brewery. And the Anoka School District was recognized in the organization category for 2 solar installations on schools in Coon Rapids, one at Adams Elementary and the other at Hoover Elementary. Now, in the new year, the city's accepting nomination forms for the 2025 Earth Month Sustainability Awards.
They are an initiative of the Sustainability Commission and are part of their Earth Month programming. So the Commission really wanted to recognize residents, businesses, organizations that are doing sustainability work around the city, to celebrate them and share their stories and hopefully have people learn from their success.
If you know of a neighbor who's made sustainable changes to either their home, church, business, or school, you can nominate them by going to the city's website, type Earth Month in the search bar for a link to the nomination form.
The city's popular Front Door Grant Program is back again this year. The Curb Appeal Program provides grants to homeowners who want to improve the exterior of their property. Past projects have included everything from new siding and windows to driveways and doors. The grants are designed to give the city's aging housing stock a boost. Last year, more than 300 residents applied for a grant and more than 100 grants were awarded. If you're interested in this year's Front Door Grant Program, just log on to the city's website and fill out an application. The deadline to apply is February 26th. The grants will cover a portion of the total project cost and range from $1,000 to $5,000, depending on the scope of the work. The winners will be chosen in a lottery drawing on March 5th. The drawing will air live on cable and the CTN Coon Rapids YouTube channel.